Hey guys, so in this video, what I'm going to teach you is the correct form for a barbell RDL or a Romanian deadlift. So the first things first, ideally, we don't want to be deadlifting this weight from the floor. So if you can get access to a squat rack and you can set it up to this kind of height, that means we don't have to be picking all of that weight up from the floor. You can do that obviously when you're a beginner and it's not as heavy, but when you start getting up to like 80, 90, 100 plus kilos, it's gonna feel a lot better not having to deadlift it off the floor because you're just wasting a bit of energy that we might as well save for the actual lift. So I've already set this up to literally just above knee height. When I'm coming to pick up this bar, I want to be right up against it so you can see that my legs are actively touching it. What I want you to think about is holding a couple of oranges underneath your armpits so your arms are always engaged. We're talking pigeon chest. So make sure you're proud and not slumped over because we really want to engage those lats at this point, and that is going to help you hold yourself correctly throughout this entire lift. So all I want you to do is literally feet hip distance apart and imagine your arms are on a piece of string, and that is the point where you're going to pick the bar up. So my arms are completely straight underneath my shoulders. I'm going to do an overhand grip, and at this point, again, I'm already pigeon chest. I've already opened up, squeezed those oranges beneath my lats, under my armpits, and I'm just going to pick up the bar. I'm literally going to take one small step back because, again, when this bar gets heavy, you don't want to be wasting energy doing this. You literally take that one step back and you are good to go at that point. Now, in terms of the movement, we are completely hinging at the hips, and I want you to think, push your bum to the back of the room, keep that bar touching your legs at all times, so we are shaving our legs with the bar. When your bum can't go any further back, and just below the knee, so at kind of mid-shin point, that's when we're going to squeeze the glutes to drive back up. Notice how I'm not looking in the mirror. My head is down and it's following the line of motion of my back. Squeezing the glutes, popping back up. So what I don't want to see is underarching, like that. And what I also don't want to see is overarching, like that. The entire movement starts from your hips. So imagine somebody's got a band around your hips and they're pulling your bum back. One way to think of it is shutting the car door with your bum. So if you were literally going to pop your bum, that is the movement. So we're hinging at the hips, and then we get that bend in our knees to bring the bar down, and then we're going to pop back up. Another great exercise you can do is grab quite a light big plate. So we want one of the big Olympic plates, but this one's obviously quite light. All I want you to do is hold it against your back and across the top of your bum and think hinge. So see how that's automatically going to keep my back completely flat throughout the movement. And then what I want you to do is replicate that with a bar or with dumbbells, depending on what I have programmed for you. It's one of the hardest moves to master in the entire weightlifting catalogue of exercises, but when you do, you will know about it. So your top tips: feet directly underneath your hips, arms, think about squeezing some lemons or satsumas underneath your arms. Pigeon chest, we want to be proud. We want to make sure our lats are engaged. I want you to shave your legs with the bar, so that bar is always touching your body. And then when you reach that lengthened position, which is here, really think about squeezing through those glutes to drive you back up again. The movement shouldn't be going through your back. You might feel your back because your posterior chain is engaged. And obviously when you start to get heavier, you will start to notice that strengthening up of your back muscles. But the predominant muscle group working here is your booty, and obviously your hamstrings behind the back of your legs are engaged as well. So yeah, hope that helps, guys.